Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today I am back with another episode of the Men of War Assault Squad 2 Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. And today we are doing the third episode of the Count Dooku Castle trilogy here. So in the past two episodes, the clone troopers of the 501st Legion, Delta Squad, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, and Obi Wan Kenobi were all sieging the exterior of the castle, and they finally broke through the defenses and have managed to funnel in to the interior of the castle here, where the droid army garrison has lined up hundreds of defensive positions here all throughout these hallways in an attempt to defend the Count himself, Dooku, who is at the very back here with his own little garrison, who are free roaming troopers, and so is he. So we will see if the 501st Clone Trooper Legion manages to take the interior of the castle here, and then I'm thinking maybe we turn this into a quadrilogy, because there is a second part of this map that I think would make for a cool fourth episode. So depending on the outcome, if the Clone Troopers win or if Count Dooku wins, we might have more episodes in the future. Let me know if you'd like to see that. By the way, hit that like button and lets me know that you're enjoying these videos. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get it started. Oh, hello there, fellow gamers. Have you ever heard of a little thing called instant gaming? Well, it is the best website to buy Steam games and Xbox games and PlayStation and Switch games for extremely cheap prices. It is a secondary market, and that is why they are so low. I use it myself. It is completely safe and not a ripoff at all. They have tons of Star Wars games there, Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know, all of the old Star Wars games, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order's on here as well. They've got every Star Wars game, basically. They also have Men of War Assault Squad 2, which is what I use to make the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, as well as XCOM 2 for deals as much as 90% off. It is seriously a great website. I highly recommend you go and check it out. Link will be in the description below. Thank you for listening to this sponsor, and thank you so much to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty then, fellas, let's get right on into it here. Pressing start right now, and the battle basically starts immediately because the droids were waiting for these clone troopers to actually enter into the battlefield here, so they were ready to immediately start this thing off. But the clones are managing to split up quite a bit, a few of them getting taken down pretty early, a few getting lit afire, as is common with the ASV mod here. It is as brutal as ever, if we're being completely honest, but some of these animations are just so nice. It's gorgeous. Mace Windu already going down on the left flank over here. Some troopers trying to barge on in here to avenge him, but they are getting struck down as well, having trouble with this commando droid. They're finally getting some shots on him. He bends down trying to deflect a little bit. Maybe they're trying to capture him, I don't know, but they do end up just doming him right there, probably realizing that this is the middle of a battlefield. A capture right now would be a burden on them. They'd have to carry that droid around for ages in order to get any intel out of him. Either way, the first sort of initial burst of fire in this battlefield has settled down, and now the troopers are splitting up down three different avenues: the front, the right side, and the left side. However, fire straight down the middle seems to gear more of the troopers straight down there rather than going on the split areas like they were supposed to right there. Kit Fisto sort of leading the charge here, and then he bails, and then a bunch of clones get sort of caught out where he was standing, and a bunch of them start to go down in a pretty bloody and brutal fashion, but they're at least making some progress. They are getting the kills on the droids that they do need here, so it's good to see that they're not getting hampered down by the battlefield quite yet. Sev crawls into our view and dies on fire. Oh, poor Delta Squad Commando, and Boss was right there to see his friend go down. That is a brutal thing to see right there. A lot of the clones, instead of splitting up like they were supposed to and going down these three avenues, instead are all clumping together straight down the middle. I can't say I completely condone this strategy. I think it's pretty stupid, if we're being completely honest, because now they are opening themselves up to way more fire all together, and way easier fire for the droids. The droids will now be able to just hit them super hard from a distance and have almost no accuracy be needed in order to get these hits. So it is going to be brutal. But we do see Obi-Wan leading a little team down the left flank over here. That's at least good to see. You know, they're still pretty centric. They're not going on the complete flank that I thought they would, except these guys are. So that's good to see. You know, but at the very least, we do have some bit of flanking going on. Clones pushing even further forward. They're not really worrying about the flanks. I thought for sure they would be going down these avenues here and here, but only a few troopers are actually making it down these avenues. I think if they were to take the flanks a bit more seriously and head down those ways, they would be, you know, in business for a better battle down the line, because now those droids that are on those flanks are going to be able to hit them from the side as they come into view later on in the battle, which will not be great. But at least some clones are moving over that way. That's what we like to see. Kid Fisto, in fact, just leading more clone troopers this way as well. The Jedi tend to just sort of yeet themselves forward. That's not the best thing in the world, but it happens. And you know what? It's okay. Yo, they could do them. They're Jedi generals for a reason. They're the decision makers, though their decisions clearly in this mod are not always primo. That guy gets his brains flushed out of his head right there by a group of droids defending this little corner here. This is going to be a tough little spot for the clones to take on unless they start doing some crossfire from way back here. If they start sniping them from back here, I think they could be in business, but if they try and take that choke point head on, that could result in some serious disaster. Every step the clones take results in more death for their team here, but at the very least, they are taking steps, and they aren't, you know, getting completely crushed by the droid defense, which is good to see. A clone and a droid meeting over here. The clone uses a droid popper. Pretty intelligent tactic, considering the fact that the droid will die, but the clone won't have any problems there, because if he had shot, he might have triggered the droid to shoot as well. A little bit of a glitch in the game itself, but I mean, you know, sometimes you got to work around the glitches within the game. Still, the clones are pile driving forward, and they are like almost a third of the way through, maybe even halfway through the Count Dooku defenses of this castle. However, they're leaving so many droids behind at the start of the battle and leaving insignificant numbers to actually take those troopers out back here. So they are speeding forward, but they're doing so sloppily that it's resulting in more troopers having to do cleanup in the back and not leaving sufficient numbers for them to do that cleanup. So at the very least, these troopers are you know, trying their hardest to do that cleanup, but they're taking some pretty significant losses, especially back here, when they shouldn't, because all of the army should have been focusing on these defenses together. You know what I'm saying? Another similar event happening over here on the left flank as well, where a few droids are holding out a bunch of troopers that sort of got caught in the back lines doing cleanup on the droids that were left there. So these guys are getting some gnarly kills on the clone troopers. I mean, look at this guy. His body burns. Oh, he's a skeleton now. That's how physics work. Insta-skeleton. Or biology, I guess. I don't know, maybe a mix of both. Obi-Wan in the front lines here does end up going down. Oh, my boy. You overextended so far. Look, you were right next to the enemy. Why didn't you hang out with your clone boys back here? I gotta say, this entire trilogy that we have been doing has been a bit messy in terms of strategy. I mean, we saw it in the first battle, where the clone troopers just did not have a good time in the slightest. I mean, they took some pretty extreme losses for no reason, and now we're sort of seeing it in this battle as well, where more clone troopers going down when they really shouldn't be. As long as they had just tried to do better tactics and think things through a little bit more, they'd be, you know, not taking nearly as many losses as they are right now. But sadly, that's not the case. They are just sort of belligerently running on forward, and I think Kit Fisto over here is perpetrating this problem. He is very far forward with a lot of troopers. Meanwhile, the cleanup crew in the back has insufficient numbers to get things done. I also noticed that with this mod, a lot of the times it's just kind of RNG as to whether or not a clone trooper dies. Like, the random fire that comes out of clone troopers tends to light, if the clones are like stacked up together like this, tends to light way more than just the one on fire. It lights like 10 of them on fire, and then all of those 10 clones die. Like, that's one of the major problems I kind of have with this mod, is the fact that the clone troopers, or the attackers rather, because it happens with the droids as well, the attackers, when they clump together trying to attack in a full force, have a much harder time doing so because of these random number generator fires and explosions that randomly happen because of this mod. And that can be a little bit obnoxious, to be honest, because I don't think it makes the battle super fair. That's why overall, I think I still prefer the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod rather than the ASV version of the mod, because the ASV version it is definitely a little bit more unfair to large groups of troopers. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the random explosions and random fires that set, like, they just needlessly kill troopers for no reason. You know, it can be a little bit obnoxious, I gotta say. That's kind of a cool screenshot there. This clone trooper dying. Here, we could add a... Can we add the skeleton? Oh no, we'll bring him to the skeleton. Can we get a nice little screeny here? Nice little screenshot with the skeleton. Kind of looks sick, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That might be the thumbnail, is, I don't know, bodies, because at the moment the theme of this battle tends to just be clone troopers getting slaughtered within Count Dooku's castle. Things are not looking okay right now, I gotta say. The clones are maybe in over their heads a little bit. Their strategy has been extraordinarily weak throughout the entire battle here, and their numbers are dwindling as a result of this poor planning and poor execution of battle here. It is really abysmal at the moment, what we are seeing. The only Jedi left alive is Kit Fisto. I have not seen a Delta Squad member in ages. I've seen a few. Oh, there's Scorch actually right there. Scorch is still alive with Kit Fisto. I have been seeing some of these random commandos, so that's at least helpful. Those random commandos can be very strong, but I mean, at the moment the clones are just hunkered down in this one hallway. They do have a pretty sizable force that probably equals the Count's force at the moment, but you know, if they're not utilizing them correctly and they're just getting lit afire in these massive groups, then at the end of the day, I don't see them managing to really succeed here in the battle. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they can make the comeback here. They are getting up and they are pushing forward once again, whereas before they were sort of hard stuck in a defensive position. They're taking on this group of free-roaming droids right here. They're actually killing quite a number of them, which is great, and that'll lessen the Count's force for later in the battle. But the problem is these free-roaming droids are also getting a lot of good kills on these clones and causing some pretty significant damage to them. Yeah, this whole trilogy has been marked with pretty immense failures for the clone troopers. Like, their strategies throughout this whole thing have not been great. More troopers light a fire over here as Kit Fisto tries to deflect laser bolts in the front lines. Oh, fellas. Oh, I have a bad feeling. Oop, bumped the mic. Sorry about that. I have a bad feeling about this battle. I don't think Lord Gonk blessed this battle in the slightest. In fact, I'd say Lord Gonk might have even been trying to teach the clones and the Jedi a lesson about preparedness and not yeeting troopers forward willy-nilly. My goodness. Oh, look, there's Count Dooku's lightsaber. Apparently Count Dooku attacked. I don't see his body anywhere, but I guess Count Dooku attacked and tried going after the clones, and they chopped him down. So at the very least, Count Dooku is wounded during this battle. I think if the clones do win or lose this battle, I think we will do a fourth episode, because I've been kind of interested in this, and I think the fourth, section of the this series could be a really cool battle. The idea I have for it, so I think no matter what, we will do a fourth episode. But it looks like, oh, Siri, I don't want to talk to you. Why does she always activate? Either way, I do think the clones are looking a little bit stronger right now. It was looking pretty abysmal over here, but now that they are pressuring forward much nicer and pushing the advantage more, getting some more droid kills here. They did take out Dooku, which is very nice, but Kit Fisto did go down as well, so less nice. Maybe morale is up a little bit more after that Sith kill, and now the clones are ready to try and take on the droids again. If we look at the minimap right now, Blue are clone troopers left alive, red are battle droids, and I'd say they actually do have even numbers. It's just that the clones are so clumped together and the droids are so spread out across the battlefield. The real problem is all these choke points that are going to be, present later on for the clones. We'll just have to see how the clones handle those, and if they do manage to get the kills on those choke points in a timely manner and don't get caught up in them, or if they go down in a blaze of glory. That is always the persistent question, don't you think? Either way, it does seem with, the command structure of the 501st completely depleting, with Obi Wan, Mace Windu, and Kit Fisto all going down, as well as the majority of Delta Squad. I don't even think Scorch is still alive. Oh no, there's Scorch right there. So I guess leadership is in the hands of Scorch and these random commandos, but not great leadership when, when 6/7 of your total command structure have gone down. That's not great. That's not a great thing at all for morale or for logistics or anything along those lines. It's quite bad in fact. Ooh, that guy's head gets tossed off. Ow. Hate to see it. Oh, this guy had a nice death. He just fell. That's a little bit better. Feel bad, man. These guys die brutally. These guys go down in a blaze of glory, that's for sure. The clones still sort of making progress here, but they're caught between two different defensive positions. These droids over here and then these droids over here, and it seems like the clones don't know really who they want to fully attack first, and so they're splitting their army up between the two, and it's resulting in more losses. Again, another situation where the clone strategy here has just not been the best. They have really not been optimizing here, and it's kind of tragic, if we're being completely honest here. Another clone goes down in the front lines, boys. This is not looking good. This is not looking good in the slightest. Hate to see it, hate to see it all around. Scorch is still alive right there, hiding next to this tube. Tube boys for life. Oh, he's done with the tube. He is no longer a tube boy. So I guess the for life motto of the Tube Boys is now foregone, for he has abandoned it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. To be honest, I spent like all night last night streaming on Twitch, and now I'm dead. I did like a 4-hour stream, which I think is maybe the longest stream I have ever done. So I am a little bit brain dead, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm also moving house actually pretty soon, so there's been a lot of hectic packing going on, which makes video creating a little bit more problematic. It gets done, but it's often a little bit harder to find time to do the video editing and the preparedness of the video. I like this screenshot a lot, actually. Hold up. I like this with the body next to this clone, and then him like healing himself up. That's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. That's one of the nice things about the ASV mod, though, is that it makes for some really cool screenshots that you can't get in the standard Star Wars Galaxy at War, because they don't have the same animations and things like that. So another sort of plus of the ASV mod, yet it does get dragged down by a few minuses at the same time, Alright, Scorch has actually lost his shield there. You can see it disappear, that blue aura around him. So he is now shieldless, which makes his defenses far worse. Him and these two commandos are really taking lead on this. One commando goes down. Scorch is taking some pretty heavy incoming ordnance. That is not good in the slightest. Another commando joins the fight here. It looks like that's good. I mean, they need those hardened troopers to be leading this fight against the droid army right now, because the rest of the 501st is seriously diminished and probably demoralized. So the commandos need to sort of lead by example here, which always tends to help out morale. When officers and when higher ranks lead by example, it tends to make other troopers take example, hence the saying, and push a little bit farther ahead with them as well. Either way, the 501st cutting a path through the droid defenses here. As you can see by the minimap, they have taken like almost half of the territory, maybe a little more than half actually, and the droids are sort of holding out in this far back right corner now. Very few troopers remain for them. There's also a weird little amount of clones over here. Oh, they're trying to shoot these barrels. Another problem with the ASV mod is they have these stupid barrels that are actually explosive barrels, and the AI will always try and shoot them. So a little bit of reinforcements coming in over here who were just distracted by some barrels at the end there. They actually do have a few droids that they need to take out on their way to the front lines here, but hopefully they do manage to get to the front lines eventually and aid these clone troopers who are ever ailing. I mean, these clones are seriously down in the dumps, I'd imagine. Oh, get a grenade off! No, don't get grenaded! Get a grenade off! Your head is gone! No, sir! Oh, that would have been so good if he had gotten a grenade off. That would have destroyed all of these droids. Okay, this commando's up here. If anyone can do it, it's him, and no, he's dead. Scorch! Scorch, tell someone to go grenade them, please, or at least do a flank. At least flank-a-rooney it. I mean, maybe this guy was flanking, and now look at him. Now look at him. Alright, Scorch is doing a full-on attack here with a friend. The friend goes down. Oh my god, it's just 2 commandos and a Magna Guard. Scorch, you should be better than this. Just yote a droid popper over there. Scorch is dead. There goes his helmet. Decapitated. Boys, stop doing the same thing. Just get a grenade off. Look, the droids can do it. You can too. It's not that hard. Fellas. Oh, the reinforcements over here did end up getting caught up by these few Magna Guards over here. Looks like maybe a couple of them did end up going down, but they're doing a nice job. They are taking out these Magna Guards pretty swiftly. There's only one left, so at least the reinforcements managed to do something back there. There's also still a few more, like, way back here. Oh, and a few over here, too. Well, these guys are about to actually run into a bit of a trap here. Uh-oh. They don't know that the droid army is still present over here. They don't know that this wonky Republic way of fighting did not work out. Oh, this guy's definitely gonna die. Maybe not. Okay. Well, those 2 fellas can try their best, I guess. Where's that little situation that we were watching earlier? Over here. Looks like it's even more disastrous than before with all the bodies becoming alight. And the clones making no more progress. Fellas. Okay, we do have movement at the very least. Oh, and they all go back to their positions. And they're dying more. Boys! Boys! Just try a little harder. It's not that hard. Just think. Just use your brain. What, did all of the Republic get drunk before this battle or something? Did they just not think at all about, you know, what they were gonna do when they entered into Dooku's castle here? Like, what's the issue? Because there's clearly one. There's clearly an issue. And no one seems to have a solution. Alright, well, this guy goes for the same attack again. Wow. It's turning into like blood stew over here with the fire. Oh my god. Look at the skeletons. Guys, this is painful to watch. All right, we're gonna do the group together rule, a rule that we often do at the end of the battles, because trust me, this battle is coming to a close here, fellas. They are not doing a good job anymore, and you could always tell when the battle's about to end in disaster. So we group these fellas together. It's sort of the last chance for them to maybe switch up their strategy and work together to achieve a victory here. We'll see if they take the call to arms or if they fail. My bet is on failing. All right, let's see. They are splitting up a little bit more, and then this guy draws some fire and then ruins the momentum. Ruins it. Sir. Boys, do something. Fellas, come on. What are you doing with your lives? Should we just speed it up? Yeah, that was expected. Didn't expect anything less than that. Alright, we are in fast motion, so like... They're all splitting up. Wait, what? They are all splitting up. Oh my god. Oh, these guys are just like going a different way. There are no enemies over here. You guys defeated these enemies. What is happening? Dude, the Republic is like on drugs today. How could your assault be so bad? Oh, we do have a little bit of action over here. A commando tried to take on these droids, and is now doing a little shake. He is dead now. It's just 3 droids who have killed so many troopers. Wait, we could actually check their stats. This guy's got 15 kills, this guy's got 8, and this guy's got 14. These guys have killed like 3 squads worth of troopers all by themselves. I am ashamed of the clone army right now. This is not up to the standard that I expect from these fellas. Honestly. What is this, boys? Oh, this guy's on a flank. He doesn't even get the kill. He didn't follow through. He got shots off and then didn't follow through. Oh, these guys are giving me a headache. Oh my god. Fast forward. Let's watch these guys derp around in fast speed, I guess now. They're all running away. Where are you going? Oh, this guy's... What is happening? That guy just died over there. They're all over the place now. What is happening? They don't know what to do. I think they're just so confused. They're splitting up in this massive labyrinth. They are splitting up. Oh my god. They are truly trapped in Count Dooku's castle. Oh my god, I don't... Guys. What? They're like all over the place. Oh, they finally killed that one Magna Guard who was over here. Fellas, you have a mission, and you're just running around like a bunch of ridiculous boys. I am dumbstruck by this. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. They keep going back and forth from the front of the map to the back of the map and then splitting up and then consolidating again. Here we go. We got a few droids over here engaging with the armed forces of the clone army. They do get taken out pretty swiftly, though. Oh, another barrel. Wait, see, ready? They get obsessed with these barrels and then they make them explode. Maybe not. Okay. Well, they are shooting it a little bit at the very least. A couple more droids over here. Clones dealing with them in very fast motion. I'm deleting the barrels because they're getting distracted again. Enough of that distraction. Clones are actually doing okay now. Wait, hold up. Let's go into normal speed again. Clones are doing okay. They're getting some more kills. Here's that trio of droids over there. They're coming upon that position again, but this time at a different angle, so maybe it'll help. I don't know. I need some bean juice. That's the good stuff. Take me away from this awful battle. The strategy makes me cringe. My name is Daily Tactics, and this video has a serious lack of tactics within it. In fact, it has negative tactics. The amount of tactics is somehow in the negative. They have devolved tactics. They need to like rent from the library like Sun Tzu's Art of War and just like learn something. I don't know, did this branch of the Grand Army of the Republic just never learn how to fight? The 501st is supposed to be better than this. Maybe the 501st really does just need Anakin and Captain Rex. I mean, this mod does not have them in it at the moment, which is sad, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, not much can be done about that. I'm hearing a few more droids getting killed by these clones, so at the very least, like, they're still doing something. Actually, a few clones managed to get up here. I don't even know how you did that, fellas. Alright. I mean, let's go in fast motion again, because this battle is taking ages. Alright, they're running around again. Couple of shots coming in, they retreat again. It's a lot of retreat, and then go back, and then retreat, and then go back, and then retreat, and then go back. They are very indecisive. Alright, they're going back this time again. Oh god, they're going back to those 3 droids. Oh, good. They got distracted. Oh, by more barrels! Oh my god. Get these barrels out of here, man. No more barrels for you guys. Y'all are obsessed with barrels. Oh, this one guy's going in. No, he retreated back. Go in, go out. Go in, go out. Go in, go out. This battle is making me insane. I feel like I'm in a loony bin. God, the AI gives me such a headache. If we weren't doing fast motion, we'd be on like minute 40 of this battle. Right? As is, we're on minute 30, so like, Dang, dude. And they go out and they go in. And they go out and they go in. And they go out and they go in. Over and over and over again. Fellas, do so. I'm taking charge. I'm taking charge. Dang it, dude. I can't watch this anymore. It's making my bones hurt. My bones are hurt. My bone hurting juice. Dude, I'm receiving some bone hurting juice here. There's also some cowards way back here who aren't even fighting in the battle anymore. Boys, here, you guys go set up over there. Okay, so we got a little bit of a clone assault here. Yeah, take out that last droid there. Beautiful. All right, let's push forward a little bit here. Watch out, because there are droids right there, and then just blast them. Come on, fellas. Nice. All right. Went tit for tat with those fellas. Keep firing. Keep on firing, boys. There we go. Oh, dang it. All right, maybe a nice little droid popper right here. Yeet it. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up there. Nope, you died. Okay. Those clones I sent after the trio of droids over here all died somehow.
Watch the rear.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just yoting these last few in. You know what? This battle is a complete failure. The Republic should be ashamed of themselves. Get a few more kills at the very least. Come on, fellas. All right. No, I'm not even gonna have any retreaters. They all need to die. No one deserves to live from this battle. We need to forget this battle ever happened because it was an embarrassment from the Republic. This was an embarrassment. They did take over like 3/4 of the factory. I mean, they got the entirety of the right flank done, and then they got like this bit done, and then there was this like last quarter here where there was still like another 100 droids all in defensive positions that the clones just could not take. Yeah, it's not like they didn't have enough troopers to do it. It's just that they did it in the worst way possible. Red are dead clone troopers, yellow are dead droids. I mean, pretty even losses. I mean, clones took significantly more losses actually, but I mean, there are a lot of dead droids on the battlefield too. So, I don't know. Wow, this was a frustrating battle to watch. It was really mind-numbing. Like, I can't believe it. This was so sad. Oh my god. Either way, guys, I don't want to do this map again. Maybe the fourth part of the battle will be like on a different map or something. I don't know. We'll see if we do a part 4. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see a part 4. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below that you are a Hydro homie and you made it to the end. That is epic. And you suffered through this battle with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.